Hey buddy, what you got going on there?
Little Elk River white bass.
Elk River white bass. Well, this is a lot of fun. Look at that guy right there. He has chomped down on the old go-go minnow. And we are in a little current break situation right up here. We're with the guys from Real Time Adventures, a guide service here on Grand Lake. And Tommy just got a big monster up there. And what we're doing is they've got some white bass spotted up here on this current break, and we're just casting go-go minnows out into the current break. And before it gets back to the swift part of the current, those white bass are smacking it. So this is a lot of fun. What size you got on?
2 inch.
Okay.
White.
2-inch pearl.
Yep. I'm running 2 right at the moment.
Something chewed your tail off on that.
Yeah.
One.
Well, this one they've already ripped down.
Yeah. Okay.
They like it.
All right. Well, now what we've just went through right here, guys, we went through a historic flood here on Grand Lake, and this is the tail end of the white bass spawn here on Grand Lake. And these aren't big giant white bass like we catch on other parts of the lake, but if you're looking for a good time, something fun to do, come out here and look these guys up and see if they can find you some of these creek white bass. We're taking some to eat, and if you watched my video from last night, what we did was we did a new you can turn it around. We've got a new grilled fish seasoning at Team Catfish. He got another one back there, so what we did was we did a nice little video on how to prepare grilled fish. And there's a lot of people that have just never had good grilled fish, don't you think, Tommy?
Oh yeah, I mean, I used to eat fried fish all the time, and the wife said, hey, it's time to get healthy, and grilled fish, oh, it's unbelievable. The new seasoning is, you got to try it. That's just the best way to put it.
So I've got the 2.5-inch firecracker on right now with the 1/16 ounce Big Eye. Tommy, what were you using? He was using the electric minnow with the Big Eye, chartreuse Big Eye head, 2.5-inch. So let's just fish here for a little bit, and I'm going to give you some tips on how I like to fish these current breaks. Now, what we have here is we have the end of an island, okay, or the end of a gravel bar, and you can see this junk floating in the water right here. You get another one?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Every
cast we're into them right here, but what we have is we've got a transition line right here. And if you see that junk out in the water, that's where that transition line is. And that's where those fish are hanging. They're hanging right on the slow water side of that transition. And we're casting over there past the transition into the still water and reeling it right back in this way. They've got their boat on anchor lock right now, so they're just hanging out here in the middle of the river. And we'll just cast up in that still water and just reel her back real slow.
Ben's already got one right there.
Got another one?
Yep. It feels good to be back on the water. Had a few days with the flood.
There's another one. He's not very big, but he is a white bass. Oh, he's a little bigger than I thought.
Look how good these work. There ain't even a tail left on that one.
Okay, well guys, it looks like it's about 3 or 4 foot deep over there. It's not very deep, and I'm gonna let them put that one in the live well because we're gonna grill that baby. So what I did on that cast, like I said, I cast over into the still water and I let it sink for a few seconds, and then I picked it up and started reeling it in. And as soon as I started to reel it in, that's when that fish smacked it. So you don't have to do anything tricky with the go-go minnow. It does all the work for you. Well, this little bitty rod's got me kind of twisted around here.
I thought I was the only one doing that earlier.
No, it happens to me too.
You know, it's awesome having such a great product available. We use it all the time, and I tell you what, Fle Fly has some awesome products that work very, very well.
We appreciate that, Tommy, and there's a lot of people around the Grand Lake area and all over the country that have started seeing what the benefits of Fle Fly products are. And if you've There was one right there, a little bitty guy. If you've never seen a go-go minnow or tried to use a go-go minnow, I'm gonna let this one go. I think our tips are about done here, but I want to get, Tommy, I want to get a picture of the go-go minnow in the water. Now guys, okay, I'm going to show you why the go-go minnow is such a good fishing lure. Okay, the tail on the go-go minnow turns without you really even having to do anything. That's just the current rolling by the boat right there. Okay, so let me just, oh, he's got another one right there. Let me just run it right up by you right there. Okay. So let's talk about why is that a big deal? Well, historically in the past, a lot of people that have produced curl tail lures, they have made them at an angle and a pinch point back here that is really wide. And if you have a really wide, thick pinch point at the end of your lure, you have a lure that wags at real slow speed instead of turn at real slow speed. So when we designed the go-go minnow, we designed it with a big fat curl tail and a little tiny pinch point, and that's the secret right there. Plus we know what colors catch fish. We haven't gone out and made a cajillion different colors. We've got about 12 or 13 colors right now, and we're gonna eventually expand out to about 20. Our big eye jig heads match them perfectly. 16th ounce, 8th ounce. So the stuff just catches fish. There's really no gimmicks here. You can take this to a farm pond. You can take it to your city lake. Ooh, you got a bigger one?
I think so. This will go in the live well, I'm sure.
Going in the live well, okay. Well, that kind of explains my tutorial on the go-go minnow. And we're gonna get this fish in right here. And then we're gonna say sayonara, because we are getting ready to catch our limits. Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at that one.
Okay.
We're going to say sayonara. That's the lemon pie.
This is the lemon pie.
Okay. Lemon pie with a 2.5 inch and a big chartreuse head. So, guys, I'm Jeff with Fle Fly. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. I hope these tips on this current transition strip right down here help you catch more white bass the next time you're up in a river. We appreciate you. Thanks to the guys from Real Time Adventures. You guys are great. Thanks for bringing me up here today.
You bet. Glad to have you.
You guys look them up online. You can find them, and maybe they'll get you hooked up on a white bass. I'm Jeff with Fle Fly. FleFly.com is where you can find all this product. Thanks for watching.